Hello John, hello Elaine, it's Brian Muir at Mint Law Woodcrafters in Peterborough. I thought I'd show you what your door looks like. It's at the finishing stage right now, that's why it's on our door tisserie. It makes it easier to finish both sides at the same time. You've asked me to make a door to replace your steel door. And you sent me this picture here, and you said, up here in the corner, exactly like this. So I think we've come pretty close. 3 panels on the door. This is the back face we're looking at. 3 flat panels on the front. A sill, dentils here, and a window. Even the color is pretty close to what you asked for. We're using oak. Oak is a common wood in eastern Canada for making doors from. You'll see it on a lot of churches and a lot of upscale homes. We've applied a little bit of stain, which tends to exaggerate the grain. Now, in the camera, it really does look pretty wild, but in real life, it looks a lot nicer. We've got 4 coats of spar varnish on your door right now. What we need to do is apply enough coats so that the varnish will span over the little open pores here, and it'll form a complete film. That way the water can't get in underneath the finish and start lifting the finish. So at 4, we're just starting to get there. I expect we're going to take 6 or 7 on your door. It's a spar varnish that we're using. This is it here. This is commonly used on boats because boats are out in the weather an awful lot. This is the best you can get, this stuff. It's full of ultraviolet filters. It stays very elastic because your door is going to shrink and swell with the seasons, and that way if the varnish gets tired, it'll crack. This stuff doesn't get tired as fast. The other nice thing about it is, being spar varnish and not some high-tech finish, it can be refinished in place. If you ever need to touch it up, a little bit of sanding, put some varnish on it. Now, as to the other features for your door, you don't have a large overhang over your door entrance. So this door is going to see a little bit of water at the bottom of it. What we've done near the bottom here is we've rounded all the sharp edges. That way the varnish goes around the corner at the sharp edge. And the varnish tends to, on a sharp edge, the varnish actually tends to shy away and it doesn't completely coat that edge, and then it peels there very quickly. So this is rounded over. It should make your door last a lot longer, and we'll put a little caulk down here too to help. The hardware you've chosen is this one here. Very nice, I think. It'll go right there. I don't know if you can get an appreciation for what that looks like on the camera, but I think it's going to look quite nice. As far as the other items that go on the door, this is something that we call a weatherboard. It's very British. It's not so common in Canada and North America, but it goes down here, and what it does is it forces the water to come along here, go up here, and drip away from the bottom of the door so that it doesn't short circuit underneath the door and it doesn't come down around the bottom edge of the door and start swelling the wood in the door. We'll caulk along there so it doesn't go in behind the board as well. So at installation time, this will get put on. The other item I wanted to show you on this video was your glass. So you're getting a double pane unit in up above, and one of the panes will be this blue chip glass. Now I'll get up really close and you should be able to see that nicely. It's got a nice pattern on it which obscures a view to a certain extent. You can see who's at the door, but at the same time you have some privacy. Other items on this door include a raised panel on the back here. When we raise that panel like that on the back, it allows the panel to be thicker, so it gives you a little bit more thermal efficiency. It's all solid oak, so you're going to have a fair bit of thermal efficiency there. I guess that's about all I can say about the door. Oh yes, we're going to be installing it in your existing opening and taking away your steel door. We've measured that steel door, and we've made this door to exactly the same size. So at the time of installation, there shouldn't be any need to shave it. If there is, we'll stain and revarnish that edge. We haven't mortised for the hinges yet because that takes place at installation. So there it is. There's your door. It looks nice now. It'll look even nicer by the time we get the full 7 coats on, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye-bye.